Diddy's parties have just been exposed by a woman who said that she was almost a victim. She explained how she had a prior contract that she lost, and she met a prince who said that he was going to introduce her to a producer, and that producer was Diddy. This prince told her there was a very special producer that actually wanted to meet with her, so they were going to an event called Ultra Music Festival, and then she would figure out that they were going to a party that Diddy was throwing after this Ultra Music Festival. And after listening to this interview where this woman graphically explains crazy things about this party that she went to at Diddy's house at his Star Miami home, I went ahead and did a little research, and I found out that the Ultra Music Festival is in Miami, Florida, where she claims she left and then was took to Diddy's house on Star Island in Miami for a party. And I corroborated some of the things that she was alleging. Diddy did go to this Ultra Music Festival, and he would actually record videos of this crazy after party after the Ultra Music Festival, like this woman was claiming. This woman explained at the parties how only certain people were invited inside of this party, and she was one of the people that Diddy kept hounding, and he said, go inside. And when he kept talking to her, allegedly one of Diddy's girlfriends came and tapped him on the shoulder because she saw that Diddy kept talking to this woman, and she got mad, and Diddy pushed her away. And based off the way the woman is describing how Diddy acted towards this girlfriend, it sounds a lot like Cassie to me. And Cassie is even in this video that Diddy filmed of an after party after the Ultra Music Festival that this woman talked about. And then she explains what she saw when she got into Diddy's house. And she said everybody was acting really weird, like they were out of it. She said she even saw people that were passed out in this house. And then she said everybody all over on different corners of the house were doing these crazy, freaky things. She explained at one point she even saw little people at this party. And the way she says it sounds a lot like children. She even explained how she saw Diddy doing freaky things to himself, like he was trying to turn her on. And all of this started to freak her out, and she basically didn't want any part of it. And she said Diddy would look at her and say, I want her, like she was a chosen object. And she began to get terrified. She was thinking about everything that happened, and she felt like she was being set up to be trafficked. I'm going to go ahead and roll y'all this clip, and you guys let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
And he starts to act like really obnoxious, like, I'm the king of the world, jumping around, doing all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, that's regular P. Diddy shit. But what got me was how he walked up to me and was like, why are you not in the house? And I'm like, what do you mean? He like, how are you enjoying my house? So we had a little talk or whatever. He started talking about all these things. Oh, yeah, you're the one that, I seen was telling me about the prince. He's like, oh, yeah, it's very nice to meet you. Like, your life is not going to be the same. We started talking about going to Cuba. Are you going to Cuba with us? I'm like, what? And that's the thing. I didn't really know about this. So this is when I start asking around or whatever. I said that in the last interview. But to get to the point, I ended up going in the house because he was on me, like, go in that house. I'm like, okay. Then the person that he was dating at that time, we're not going to say her name, but we all know, she came and was like looking at him like, what are you doing? Because he was talking to me for too long. So she came to like rub on his shoulders or whatever, and he just pushed her. And I'm looking like real uncomfortable, like, oh, I know what this is about. I don't want to be in the middle of there, whatever. So that's what made me go into the house, because I'm like, okay, let me just go in the house. You know when people are out of their mind, and you know when people, you know what you don't want to be a part of. And it's just like, I'm seeing stuff that you see on the movies. This corner, this got going on. This corner, they over here doing this. This corner, they over there having, this corner, I'm just going to say, because I don't know what I can say, because I'm not trying to be incriminating myself, but they were dressed up like little Harajuku Barbies.
Like what?
Little people, okay? We're not going to say what type of little people, but like a fetish. And I'm looking like, what are they doing here? Like dressed up, little red lipstick, like they weren't supposed to be there. But I'm just looking like maybe it's some type of production going on. But why would they be at this party at 7 o'clock in the morning with grown people? Like, why would they be here? So I was just like, okay, whatever. Like, but then when I'm looking in this corner, this person laid out. And I'm looking like, what's going on? Then I'm seeing like Instagram models or whatever. I'm like, oh, hey. So I'm kind of getting distracted, feeling like kind of comfortable. Like, she's here? Oh, my gosh, she's here. And then I see P. Diddy, walking through the house like with his eyes on me. Like, like, is this, you see, like, are you agreeing with this? And I don't. Now, mind you, I still got my friend out there. So I walked out of the house and I'm telling her, like, oh my God, bitch. Like, this is, oh my God, she like for real? But I'm just like, I'm not even tripping. Like, oh, well, like, this nigga's weird. Like, So I'm really looking at the situation like, I don't even want to be involved in this type of stuff because once I see something, I can't get it out of my mind. And I'm like a hypochondriac. Like, I keep on having flashbacks about it. So, whatever. So, of course, I come out. And then here he goes again. And another rapper, well-known rapper, comes and starts feeling on me like, hey, you. So now it just seems like everybody is faded at this point. They're either drunk or on all drugs, obviously, with this house music. So now I just feel like trapped in. Like, I don't like it. And I know the devil when I see it. And then P. Diddy was like, that's the one that I want. I want her. So now I feel like, they plotting on me like, did you bring me here on purpose? Like, is this the, producer you was talking about? And I came here specifically with the Prince to rub elbows with people, to network for the music week. But then I put two and two together like, the Prince have been saying your life is never going to be the same. You're going to be happy. Somebody's expecting you. And I just feel like that was the time that I was going to get trafficked or, drugged or something like